The journey begins. Thus begins our journey to Loughborough campus, or Loughborough campus.
Going to NASTA's opening bingo, baby!
Let's go! Let's go! Yeah.
It's like yellow and blue, it's like not like Stagecoach. Guys.
Slava Ukraine. Yeah.
So out of focus. Sam, our future, it's almost like I can see it. They have a subway on campus. Are you fucking kidding me?
I crash-zoomed on the complete wrong bit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But again,
Goddamn. It's been a weekend.
it definitely has.
I am exhausted, man. You have no idea.
I have some idea. I feel like I'm about to fall asleep. So the first night. Well, shall we just go straight into the bingo?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we showed up to the uni. We had to walk back home to get my ID because we said to bring a photo ID, so I brought my student ID. It has my photo on it.
Yeah.
But they wanted legal ID, so I had to go back and get my passport, which wasn't the end of the world. It just took us like an extra hour. But then the bingo was really, really, really fun. There was such good ambiance, honestly.
Yeah, the vibe, the host of the bingo was really good. He managed to, because like with film students, you know, most of us are introverted. It seemed like at the start, most people just did not want to party or do anything. And then now, like, really quickly, he started giving like a lot of energy, which I think made people hyped. Bingo is kind of a weird choice for an opening event, I'm going to be honest.
Especially for like students, but
yeah,
it was fun.
but they made it really fun. Because I was kind of anticipating people to be like kind of bored by it. But they were.
People were really, really into it, honestly.
Into B-roll, it was actually pretty fucking crazy.
And it was really sweet. The drinks were nice. The people were nice. It was a bit difficult to like actually talk and like get to know people with the noise because it was genuinely just. I might have just been like too sensitive because I was sick, but for me it was just way too noisy.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, and honestly, it didn't go on for too long. It lasted like. Well, the host was really impressive because he managed to make the event last just as long as it needed to.
Yeah.
I think. Okay.
And we could have gone to a club afterwards because so big ups to Cardiff, Uni, like CUTV. You guys were like so energetic and so nice, and you made everybody just so comfortable partying. And we invited everybody to the club afterwards, and we didn't go because honestly, I had a really bad headache by the end of the evening. But yeah, that could have happened.
Cardiff brought the energy.
Cardiff is great, honestly.
But yeah, that's basically everything for the bingo night.
Yeah.
It was a really good way to start everything, and yeah, let's go on to the next day, I guess.
Yeah, day 2. I woke up and I was fucked.
Yeah,
I couldn't speak for like half an hour because it was just too painful. And we started walking. We had to take a break at the fucking Costa Coffee next door so I could actually get breakfast. And even like a croissant was like impossible to swallow. It was bad.
Yeah.
But I started to feel a little better. We made it. We went to some talks at the university. And it was honestly really, really interesting. There were 3 talks we went to. The first one was like by this guy who basically brainstorms the concepts for TV shows and like sells the concepts of like reality TV and drag shows and all that kind of stuff to producers.
He was he sold the concept of traitors.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
he credited himself for, which is pretty impressive because traitors is like one of the biggest, the biggest reality show right
I'm
now.
pretty sure, yeah.
So
Biggest
like,
unscripted show.
yeah, so that was pretty cool. And the second one, oh, by the way, I didn't get much B-roll of this, so this will probably just be us talking
Yeah.
one shot.
The second one was so cool. It's this cinematographer guy who spent 12 years into the army, then came out, decided he wanted to be a cinematographer, did a few documentaries, got an opportunity to work on a few jobs, almost worked on Gladiator 2, did an episode of Black Mirror, and then just went to Sky News and is like in war zones all the time, like filming things, and his shots are so
He
pretty.
showed us his showreel and he did like
Yeah.
interviews with Zelensky, it seems like,
Yeah.
and stuff. Like it's some really cool stuff. And what I thought was interesting, because we talked about this a bit afterwards, is it seems really common for ex-military men to get into film, like
Yeah.
especially like camera operating and being a gaffer, which initially doesn't make too much sense because like military men aren't the kind of people to do film, but then it makes sense because
Well, you'd expect them not to, but
yeah, you'd expect them not to, but it makes sense because you have to be. Some of the cameras that like the BBC and stuff use, they're heavy cameras. Like the Blackmagic is heavy. Apparently, the cameras they use on like a regular basis are heavier.
yeah. Also,
So-
the amount of discipline that you need to have to be on set. And the guy was like explaining to us that sometimes there's like 17-hour days of like the commute and the pre-calls and like staying an hour after as well, and 12-hour days of like actual work. It's like I think you need a certain amount of discipline. And you need a certain amount of like mental strength to get through some of these productions. So it's like, yeah, it does make sense when you think about it. Like, apart from actually like shooting people versus making art parts, it's being part of a film crew is kind of being part of a squad in certain ways.
Yeah,
I'd say.
and
I'm gonna sound so dumb for saying this, but
no, it makes sense because of his transformation into film, and also like transition into film, and also like, oh fuck, I was gonna say something but I left my mind.
yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Just like think about it, yeah. I mean, we wake up at crazy hours. We spend insane hours on set. We have crazy discipline. We're capable of carrying heavy equipment and surviving crazy ass weather conditions. And some of the productions do require a certain amount of mental strength and just like capability to stay calm under insane amounts of pressure if shit goes wrong, and fast think instead of fixing problems. And it's like, yeah,
And he was also saying about like family life, about how it can be really difficult when you're on like bigger productions on a smaller part of the crew. Even though camera operating obviously isn't smaller, but it's like smaller than a director, I guess. It's like it can be quite difficult to maintain like a family life, and
Yeah.
I really respected how honest he was, because
Yeah.
I feel like for some people it was probably like kind of like might seem like a bit harsh, but honestly I feel like a lot of people really underestimate how much you're sacrificing to do film, and I think it was good that he like let people know like you will really find it difficult to like balance family life.
and he also expressed how much of a like just hierarchy there is on a set, if that makes sense, and how much you can work your way towards the top. Like he was explaining to us that most people will start like, at least in the image department, as camera trainings for 2-3 years before doing step-up days and being perhaps promoted to like stepping up to being a second camera assistant, then a first camera assistant, then a camera operator, then maybe a director of photography, and then maybe a director. So it's like it's genuinely possible to like work your way up, and if you start like about our age, you can be a camera operator by the time you're 30, maybe director of photography by the time you're 40, and then you can start directing stuff.
Yeah.
It's like it's really difficult to get your foot in the door, but once you're there, and if you do a good job, you might actually just work your way to the top, which is hopeful, honestly.
Definitely. I feel like the workshops really made, like, obviously it's already worth it because like the event is amazing, but the workshops made it just that much more worth it, because it's like there's some really, I think his workshop was really good because it was like a good reality check,
Yeah.
genuinely, and the first one was good just because there was like, it made me appreciate things that I didn't appreciate. Like a point I forgot to talk about the first one was how like a lot I see online, and honestly I had this view before that talk, about how like people will hate on the fact that Americans and like British like production companies always like copy like international like shows, like reality shows, but in reality it's a lot more difficult than just stealing the idea. Usually there's like actual like transactions involved. Like those international companies will sell the ideas to like British or American companies because then they can get it to a wider audience. So it's not, even though on the surface it kind of seems like a scummy thing to do for a lot of people, it seems like on the internet, is actually a very mutually beneficial thing, it seems like.
Yeah,
which is really cool.
And then, we got to talk with a cinematographer guy one-on-one for a bit, and he's actually one of the judges for cinematography, so he's one of the people who decided like KTV and George Sella deserve the gold for that, so massive shout out to him. And it was like, it was like honestly great meeting him. We follow him on Instagram now, and he seems to be just a great person to follow in general because he is good at what he does. He's genuinely amazing at what he does. And then the big evening.
Big evening. So
my lord,
I chilled in this area. Well, I didn't actually drink in this area, but I had like a little bit of pre-drinking just to get me prepared.
Yeah.
And then you rushed to get changed.
Yeah.
And
I called my mom and my girlfriend because, fit checks.
Yeah. And then we recorded our own.
Yes. Okay. Q fit check.
Q fit check. Hello, everybody. We are at the NASTAs today, and today is the big event. We're going to be finding out if we've won any awards, and we're also going to be celebrating the other stations that are coming today. And I guess like the first thing we're going to do is a very important fit check.
So, Mr. Sim, what are you wearing?
I got this jacket. My nan bought me this jacket, so that means it's a good jacket.
Sure.
Gets you something. It's good. Look at the inside.
Fuck yeah.
Isn't that sexy?
It's pretty.
I got this T-shirt. Has some cool patterns here. I don't know if you can see it.
Okay, let's get closer. Let's go up close first now.
Yes.
Wait, focus, and there we go. Oh, it's pretty.
Yeah. So that's my fit. I got these shoes. Got these trousers. Most of this is very last minute, but it somehow came together in a fit that I think is quite nice, actually. Hey, Benjamin.
Yes, sir.
Show off your fit.
Okay, so I have your classic suit, so pants which are way too big for me, by the way. These little penny loafers which have no pennies in them because I'm fucking poor. I'm not, but yeah, freaking coats, tailcoat with little gold chain. I even have a pocket watch to make it sexy. Look.
Ooh.
It does not tell the time. It's purely aesthetic. Vanity, man.
Real.
And then I have a normal ass shirt, which has really nice colors. I like the colors here, and this matching purple tie with Sam to represent Team Purple of KTV.
Yeah. Bro, did not need to do all that.
Okay, do your pants not look too fucking baggy?
I don't think they do.
Cool. Okay.
My shoe, does it look awkward when I walk? Because these shoes feel a little awkward because they're a tiny bit.
You seem perfectly fine, to be honest.
Cool. No, the first step of any big event is making sure that people don't enable your insecurities.
Yes.
It's very true.
Honestly, yeah. I think it's a mistake I've made like so far of the NASTAs, where it's like I've let myself be a little bit intimidated by not being able to understand people around here because of this just loudness of the events.
Yeah.
And the fact that I have a fucking headache right now. But we're gonna try and go into this with confidence, try to talk to people, try and network a little bit, which is terrifying, but we're gonna do it.
Yeah. I'm not excited for networking. Well, I'm excited for it, but I just like maybe I'll get the energy.
We're gonna fuck with my doors.
Huh?
Wait, give me a second. I'm gonna look up where. 19%. Fuck off.
Yes. But
welcome back from Fit Check. Oh my god.
But yeah.
It was insane. It started by them getting us into this little room over here where we managed to have like a really nice burger with vegetables on it. Cue me yapping about vegetables. Okay, burger review. University of Kent. Love burgers at How can university? And they also put fucking vegetables in their burgers. Is there a correlation? Maybe. You guys should try putting vegetables in your fucking burgers.
Real, bro. Look at this. Vegetables, aka vegetation. Ben, 30 minutes before Iris and Ezreal could potentially win awards. How are you feeling?
I'm nervous. Because the thing is that considering everything, there's a very, very, very real possibility that we win nothing, and there's also a real possibility that we could also completely sweep.
Yeah.
It's like this could generally go either way, and there's no telling where it's gonna go. And I'm also kind of terrified to get up on stage, but also, oh my god, if I actually get to go up on stage and like give an acceptance speech that I can show my whole family afterwards, like to properly honor my grandma, would be actually freaking insane. But in any case, if I win anything, it would be the most mind-blowing experience of all time. But if I lose everything, at least I was nominated. Like only 6 people in the entire country got nominated, and I was one of those people in 3 categories.
Yeah,
and so it's like
walking with students too.
Yeah, walking with students too, exactly.
KTV, we have like 6 nominations, so much chance.
And I was like, walking with students has a real chance of winning. Like cinematography, acting, and drama. No, not drama. Sorry, comedy. Like, Walking with students is one of the best student films I've ever seen. It certainly is very, very big level higher than Iris and Ezreal. I think that Walking with students is going to come up with stuff.
I think for cinematography, we also have some really good competition because they showed some of the footage from the other films in the nominations, and like George's cinematography is fucking amazing, but some of the other films are like on the same level as well, which is kind of intimidating. So yeah, that awards, there's some really, it's going to be fun, I guess. It's going to get more adrenaline.
It's just so unknown. It's like, we genuinely don't know what's going to happen. It could go either way. And in any case, we were also nominated, which I think is already fucking insane. It's going to be crazy. Also, I really hope my voice doesn't fail again compared to this morning, and I can actually give a fucking acceptance speech if we win anything. But we'll see.
No, your voice sounds completely fine right now. I think
it fucking hurts to speak, but fuck it. 25 minutes.
25 minutes. The time is nigh. Okay.
And we got to network for a bunch of people. I think we talked to Shock TV.
Shock TV.
We talked
Pal TV.
Pal TV, yeah, Pal TV. They're really, really nice people.
Pal TV are really cool. Yeah.
And we talked to a few people from like Lovebro. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce this.
Lovebro, yeah.
And yeah, just like the efforts they put into putting this together, because honestly, I don't even.
It's insanely impressive.
I can't even imagine the amount of organization that went into this.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the MTS shows. It's like it's just constantly impressive.
Genuinely.
And we just got to chill and have some free spritz, which was nice for a while. And yeah, that was just nice. And then at some point we opened the doors and just ushered us into. It's the same spot where they we did the bingo night, but it was completely different. And it was so fancy. We had 2 free drink vouchers, which was really nice. And we got to sit at a table with Offshore TV from Belfast.
Yeah.
And they were so nice. And since we were both pretty small groups, we cheered for each other whenever one of our names was called to like appear bigger. Because oh my god, like LSTV showed up with something like 40 people on like 5 different tables.
It was crazy.
It was insane. At any time that like LSTV was mentioned, my ears would just explode.
It's crazy to me. I think people, no matter what, will underestimate how big the NASTAs are just because it's called the National Student Television Awards, but it's big. Like the intro of like,
oh my god, they had a laser like cut through a screen. It was freaking mind-blowing.
The amount of like budget and planning that was gone into that one single thing. I feel like their joke about all the budget going towards that probably wasn't a joke.
Yeah.
It's that with the crazy planning. Like it looks so cinematic. I'll show you after. But
before that, because okay, so I was really hoping for the writing award because I thought that the script was the strongest part of my film. And it was the second award to be announced, and I didn't win anything, and it was like fine. But it's like I basically considered at that point that I was not going to win anything. And then the directing award showed up, and I won bronze.
Yeah.
So this is a National Student Television Awards, and it's open to every single student in the country through their television stations. And there was selection in each individual television station on what to submit, but once like that is done, it was basically voted by some of the highest authorities in the country on who wins, and that basically means that I'm the third best student director in the country right now, in the United Kingdom. This is weird. I'm almost scared of the feeling.
Yeah.
It's very, very, very strange to think about. But yeah, that happens.
Also,
yay.
Cinematography Award.
Yes.
George,
oh my god. You are the goats.
The best cinematographer, student cinematographer.
The best student cinematographer in the United Kingdom.
That's crazy stuff, man.
Okay, so considering the guy we met, we heard one of the judges give feedback to one of the other groups, and he was really, really rather harsh. So it's like, know that if you freaking won this award, the judges really, really thought about it in detail.
Yeah.
And if you won this, you really deserve it. Trust me. Some of the other things looked really, 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 really good as well. Just like on top of it, like the BBC was here.
Yeah.
Some people from Sky News are here. The freaking National Film and Television School was here, which is like a massive, massive, massive deal. It's like, this is literally from a pool of every single university in the country. And this was sponsored by some of the biggest film companies in the country. Like this was a big, big deal, honestly.
Yeah.
Freaking congratulations to George. And then Jacob won as well.
Yeah.
For the best student actor in the United Kingdom.
Yeah. And I will say, for Jake's one, they actually chose a good clip.
Yeah.
For the rest of the nominations, they chose like really awkward.
Yeah. Oh my god. For one of our NASTA nominations, they chose like the clip of us like panning up from the flyer towards the hospital, and it's like it's literally like 7 seconds of nothing happening. I don't think I realized it totally yet, but it's just we won NASTAs. Congratulations, everybody.
Genuinely, and congratulations to Offshoot as well.
Yeah, Offshoot, you guys are the goats.
Yeah, yeah. Offshoot TV are such cool people. Like, if you guys
genuinely.
are watching this,
big ups to you guys.
Yeah,
it was
you guys
so
have
nice to spend the evening with
a
y'all.
really, really good future ahead of you.
Yeah.
Getting a best broadcaster of the year.
Oh my god,
crazy.
that was such a big surprise, and that was the best surprise ever. It was the best way to end the
I think
evening.
it's the best footage we got throughout the whole night as well.
Yeah.
Like, it looks so cinematic. I'll show you after.
Okay, we want a drum roll. Here's the big one. Ready? Get ready. Okay. 3, 2, 1. The broadcaster of the year
goes to
Offshoot TV.
Yeah, congratulations to everyone. Congratulations to everyone who participated in the films last year. Congratulations to last year's committee for selecting and supporting welcoming students in Aris and Azrael to that they could get to the stage that they got in the end, like freaking National Student Awards. And yeah, just freaking hell. Congratulations to George and Jacob. And we have some plans for term 3. We are motivated now.
Yeah.
You have no idea.
Because this is going to be the first video before term 3 if I edit it on time. Just going to say, as a little teaser, we have some big plans for term 3.
And this is why we need you guys. We really, really want to take KTV to a stage where we can show up with 40 people next year.
Yeah.
And actually be nominated with a bunch of stuff. And seriously develop our nonfiction parts of the station.
Yeah.
And honestly, guys, this is such a big deal that you have this on your CV, you can probably get it anywhere.
And also, first and second years, we've had so many first and second years slowly becoming more and more part of our society.
Yeah.
First and second years, please, this is your final term. I joined the society in my final term, and it made me want to join so many societies from that. Take advantage of this final term before your second year, because it will define what's to come.
And get a KTV membership, participate in as much as our products as possible. If you have any ideas for really good entertainment products, please pitch them to us. We are really, really excited to see if we can make as much as we can possibly make.
Yeah.
And if we make some good stuff, who knows, we could get nominated for a bunch of stuff next year. And even if we just get nominated, that is insane on your CVs. And if we win, you guys can genuinely get in anywhere. Like, the power my CV has now, just having 3 nominations and 1 win, is possibly going to kickstart my career, which is mind-blowing. And it's like, let's fucking do this. Let's get KTV back to where it was before. We have the opportunity to do that now.
Yeah.
We have, okay, the fiction department is, I'm not even kidding. The festival is going to blow your minds. Every single script is mind-blowing. The production's been going so well, and I'm so excited to see the rough cuts, which are being made right now, and to help with the final edits. But I generally think that the film department is going to be at the best it's been for years. And yeah, let's get all together and do everything we possibly can to get KTV to a position where we can come back next year with force.
Yes. Okay.
All right.
See you guys on the train. That's
See you
where
guys.
the end credits are going to be.
Yep.